Hi, welcome back to PÖFF TV. My name is Johanna Kristina and we're here right in the heart of the Black Night Film Festival. So today we have an amazing director here behind the Fright movie. Yeah. So let's give a big welcome to our amazing and talented director, Max Carlo Kohal.
Welcome.
Yeah,
thanks.
hello. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm a little bit hungover from yesterday. We've been having our world premiere yesterday evening.
Yeah. Okay. And how did it go?
It was really nice, actually. We have the cast was coming from the Netherlands. All the crew from Switzerland was here, and we had a good party afterwards. And also, while the film was going, it was a really nice feeling to have this film for the first time on the big screen and people watching it and enjoying the evening together. Yeah,
really nice to hear. Yeah, but I wanted to ask you the first question that what was the where this inspiration came from? Why did you make this movie? Like, was it like personal experience or something you saw, some event that inspired it, or what was it? Where did it come from?
It's connected to the city I live in. I live in Basel, and we have the Rhine in front of the house, and I think at one point when you see all these container ships passing the house and they all have different cargo, and then you realize because we swim in the Rhine and you sometimes swim next to these ships.
Okay.
And then you look up and then you see people running around there, and I just thought, okay, it's quite interesting. I mean, I'm swimming here and they're working. What are they doing? Who are those people? And then I started walking around in the harbor, because it's also quite easy to go in the harbor in Basel to meet the people there. And then I started talking to different kind of sailors that work on the ships, and I quickly realized that young people are really interesting because they go there really in a really young age already. And I thought I have to do a film about it, because I couldn't find any material. I mean, there's some TV stuff, but I never found something that really goes with the whole coming of age on the ship. Yeah.
Whoa, really interesting. Yeah. Okay, but what was the biggest challenge with this film?
So there were several challenges. I mean, first of all, we started filming when COVID started, so this was not so easy to handle that. But I think, like, emotionally, the biggest challenge was to film with young people. Actually, you have to build a trust and connect with them, and annoy them all the day. They're working really hard in the day, in the night, and you stand there with your camera, and it's narrow spaces, dangerous work next to the containers. There's no handrails. You have a life vest, but that's not really helping, because you have to be careful, and that the young people are working hard, tired, and then you are there with the camera, and it's not easy for them as well, working hard and having a crew running around next to them. We're just two people, but still that was not easy for them and not easy for us. And the sailing world, how it works is like people come and go quite a lot. Okay. So there was also a challenge with, okay, who are we staying with, because there's no certainty that people will stay on ships.
But how did you gain the trust of the crew members?
I was there in the beginning. I was there for 2 weeks on the ship, and I just sailed with them, filmed a little bit, but mostly just hang around with them and talk to them, and I told them I'm interested in their lives, and I don't know, try to be open. And
they were open also.
Yeah. It was the main protagonist, Rhythm. He was really young, and I thought it's crazy, and I wanted that he was 15 when he went on the ship, and I wanted to know who he was and why he decided to come on a ship. And I think this back and forth of talking about why he's in the shipping industry and what he is seeing for himself in this whole world, that built up a trust, and we came along together. But we also fight. We had a fight that because he was like annoyed by us that we were been running around with him all day.
Yeah, of course.
And he just at one point was like, "What the fuck? Just stop and leave me alone for a second."
Yeah, and like human being still, you know.
Yeah. But there was already like 1 or 2 years into the project when there was like this little clash. But it was good that we had the discussion. We made rules after this, and shaped our relationship while filming and while working on the film.
Okay.
And so, but
nice to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what did you learn about the life on the water during the years?
That everybody has a story that brings them to the ships. Like they have different lives at home, and they have there's a certain decision behind to come on a ship and live this life, and and sometimes it's also not nice to hear what they've been through, and sometimes it's also because they are really have a vision for themselves in inland shipping or in the shipping. There's some romantic how you say, some romantic idea of how shipping is working, and sometimes they really are into it, but sometimes there's also just a really tough world that they decided to go into, and I really experienced the love they have for their work, because otherwise you wouldn't work days and nights and shipping our cargo actually. Yeah.
But how did the crew change over the years, especially the one consistent member who eventually became a captain?
Yes.
Like how did he change?
Like him, you mean like the crew change, or how he?
Like was there like you said before that you had like rules already with him, but but how did the crew members change and the actor also, or no? This main character you filmed.
Yeah,
did they change during the years, or no? It was like
I mean, when we started with filming with Rutmer, he was 15, and when I meet him now, it's two different worlds. He grew up in this whole world, and
okay. How many years you were there?
I started filming with him in 2020 and stopped like December last year.
Okay,
so about 3-4 years we filmed together, and then the post-production. But I mean, if I remember my time when I was 15 and now when I became 20,
it's like really different worlds.
Yeah, you grow up, you know how to be yourself. You lose your insecurities, you change a lot, and because there's also a lot of people coming and going, which are not part of the film because it would be too confusing. They get to know new people, and they see how, like one character, he's leaving the ship in the film, and for that they also realize why people leave the ship. So they ask themselves, okay, why I'm staying and people are leaving, because not everybody is made for this kind of work and life.
Would you like to live like that?
No. It's, for me, it's amazing that they do it, but I like being at home and do my work from home. But living on the ship it was really nice to have this experience. But for me, it was a job, and I knew it would be end at one point. But imagining to be in this world, no, it's I think I couldn't do it. No.
Yeah. No. But what do you want the audience to take away from this movie experience?
I mean, the film is a little. It looks towards a life in the shipping world that I've never seen before, and I try to produce. And I hope people also can take some of the experiences that the crew made on the ship, and maybe compare their own youth to their youth, and realize that we're all different. We all have different experiences in our lives. Also, when we choose to become something, like they become a captain, and I decided to be a filmmaker, and this is something I think is really interesting. I love pointing towards youthhood and puberty and people growing up. So that's just another. It's a film that transports this youth and coming of age, which I think is really cool to have an audience reflect their own lives into their lives. Yeah. I don't know if they're doing it. Maybe they just enjoy the visuals, because this harbor world is also really colorful and atmospheric world.
Yeah.
And that's also what I like about this work, and I think you can really dive into this world of their lives and the surrounding. I think the surrounding is also really important. All the containers, the shipping industry, the sheer mass of the globalization you can feel in the film. Yeah.
Oh well, really like interesting thoughts and things to think about. Also, like I think after seeing this movie, you have a new whole perspective about your own life. Also, I think.
I hope, I don't know. Maybe people just watching and
Yeah.
It's not that I don't have it, but for me that was the aim to have that.
Yeah. But what is your next project going to be? Do you have any plans already?
I'm currently working on another film. We are shooting in Italy.
Oh.
It's about a place where there's been an earthquake 2016, and they were promised reconstruction of the houses, and for a temporary housing they were getting container houses. A little funny connection, but they got the container houses and they moved in there and promised to be leaving it after 1 year, and now it's 2024 and they're still living in these container houses. The reconstruction is not going, so it's gonna be a film like, what does home mean to oneself, for them? How can they have a future in this? Actually, it's a really beautiful area in the mountains of Italy. We just point towards what home feels for them. Also, again, with young people, but also with the community that is just left there, and the government doesn't care, and they care, but it's going really slow, and Italy.
So they have to just live in the container, and oh, you have so many interesting ideas to make movies out of. It's really cool. It's just like you see things and you want to make a story out of it. It's really, so you're like inspired from other people's lives.
I like places, and find good places that are interesting, like visually, or like the place that tells a story. Like a ship is a place where stories could have been told, and like this place in Italy we discovered when on holidays. And then I try to find something inside this world to tell. Yeah.
Oh, so inspirational! Oh, really cool! I really like it. Yeah.
Thanks.
But thank you. We've uncovered so many great details about this movie and about this story. So huge thanks to you to coming to this show, and also thank you for tuning into PÖFF TV. I hope I'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.